Welcome to this brand new day and our practice on harmonizing mind, body, and spirit. We're going to start this morning on our backs with our hands gently cradling the back of our head. And imagine that you're looking up at the beautiful sky. And during this restorative practice, as always, honor your body wherever it is in this moment. So if a particular asana doesn't feel just right to you, then modify and find a position that really makes your body feel comfortable and nurtured and supported. Welcome. Now start inviting the bell for our practice of harmonizing. Feel all the cells of your body settling in. Noticing the natural rhythms of your breath. And feeling your back body melting gently into the earth and the earth cradling your body. And stay in this position if it's comfortable for you. So we're on our backs and we have our elbows reaching out, cradling our head. And maybe it feels better to you to have your feet together with your knees out, or maybe it feels better to have your feet flat to the ground in restorative pose with your knees touching and your feet slightly wider than your torso. But find a place that feels really comfy. And I'm going to share a little reading from Thich Nhat Hanh. This is an excerpt from a Dharma talk called 5 Fingers Living in Harmony. You should plant this question in our heart. A question is a seed. It's a lesson from when Tai was a boy. In my hand are 5 fingers, and each finger has a name. They live in harmony. How are they able to do that? We recognize each mental formation as it enters our mind, and then we beautify and gladden the mind. Watering the good seeds, especially in our relationships, maybe sign a peace and happiness treaty. How do we work with our mental formations to have a happy and healthy life? First, we try not to water the seeds of suffering. Second, if a seed of suffering exists, we invite a wholesome seed to manifest. Third, when a good seed is manifesting, we try to maintain the positive energy. Fourth, we try to keep the good seeds alive. This is the practice of right diligence, the art of happiness. And you'll notice in your own mind, seeds will come up, and that's normal, and we'll choose how we water them. So some of this is just being a little bit more conscious We're going to start with some leg stretches on our backs. And we'll start by wherever you are, start to raise your right knee up and grasp in front of the right knee, maybe on the shin area. And start to draw in your right knee to your chest. This will feel very, very good if you've been doing some gardening with the beautiful weather that we've had. Maybe your hip flexors are feeling a little bit tight. So breathe into the sensation in your body. Notice where you feel tightness, and water seeds of loving kindness to your body. And now let's bring the right leg up, and you can change your grasp to behind the hamstring and see if you can flex both feet. Don't worry if your leg is bent like mine. It doesn't need to be straight. All our bodies are different. And you can start to massage the back of the right hamstring, relaxing the muscles in your jaws and relaxing your eye muscles. Maybe you let your eyes drift closed, or maybe they gaze lovingly at your toes, and you can open your toes if you wish. Excellent. And now we'll gently bring the right leg down, and we're going to let the foot come to the ground and bring our arms out to T and start to roll the right knee over to the left side. So your foot might kind of find the top of your knee area, the inner knee. And then if you wish, you can turn your gaze over to the right fingertips. And when we do these motions of head movement, go very, very slowly so that you keep your balance and don't make yourself dizzy. Move your tongue around in your mouth if you feel any tightening in the jaws. And see if you can press your right shoulder further down towards the ground if it's starting to lift up a little bit. Maybe soften the pose, rolling a little bit back on the left hip. Deep breaths, opening the body, harmonizing and watering whatever seeds are really seeds of joy and happiness and tenderness, contentment. And now let's roll our pelvis back to the ground and lengthen the right leg. And now we can start drawing the left knee up to the back. In towards the chest. And with your breath, see if you can breathe to the cells of the body where you feel the most sensation in this moment. So I'm breathing into my left hip flexor. And when you're ready, let's bring the left leg up to the sky. And your hands can find the back of the left hamstring, maybe massaging the muscle in the back of the left leg. Feeling the grounding with the earth beneath your body. And the harmonizing as your foot reaches towards the sky. And now we'll bring the left foot down, and it can find a spot on the right upper leg as we bring our arms out to T and start to let our body roll a little bit over to the right and let our gaze come a little bit to the left. Relaxing your left shoulder, softening your gaze. And see if you can bring a little smile to your face. Enjoying the yumminess of this moment. And now starting to roll gently back to the center. We're going to do a little rock and roll to come up to seated. So if you wish, you can start to roll on your spine a little bit. Kind of a playful movement. This might not be the most graceful thing that you do today, and that's just fine. And at some point, let your feet cross, and now you're seated. Very nice. And we're going to invoke a very ancient sound of Om. And the vibration is similar to the ringing of the bell. This is our own ringing of the bell, our own harmonizing. Really notice where the vibration is in your body. So we'll take a deep inhale together, and it will be on the exhale that you can draw out the sound in 3 syllables. Ah, oh, and then finally the mm. And think of the part as being something nourishing and delicious for your body and your soul. Deep inhale. And again, inhaling. And this time, let's bring our hands to heart center as we do this. One more time. Now our hands are in Anjali Mudra. Inhaling. Very, very nice. We'll do a little bit of a basic morning stretch to start waking up our bodies. So you can place your feet straight out in front of you. So you're sitting in staff pose. And if you wish, you can place a blanket under your sits bones to prop up your hips slightly. And flex your feet so your toes are pointing slightly back at you. And draw the top of your crown upwards, lengthening every vertebrae in your spine. Now let's open and close our toes. Awakening the feet, and pointing and flexing. Feeling the muscles running up the fronts and backs of the lower legs, the ankles. You can turn your ankles in a circle. Your hands might be gently resting on your knees. Maybe as your feet go around, your hands massage the joints of the knees very gently in a circular way. And now let's change direction. And we'll bring the right foot to meet the ground. So right knee is bent. And cross right knee over left. Left foot is nice and strong, engaged. And we'll wrap our right arm around. We'll wrap our left arm around. And start to open and twist to the right. Feeling the outer hip muscles. This should be called a garden practice because we're getting our muscles ready for maybe some weeding or planting today. Or whatever you have planned, hopefully your body, your physical form will feel slightly better as you harmonize. Your gaze is soft. And relax again the muscles around your eyes and even the muscle of your left shoulder, the left shoulder blade. And coming back to the center, and bring the right leg back by the left leg. And now the left knee bends and the left foot finds the ground and comes across. And our right arm wraps around and our left arm comes behind. A spinal twist. Bringing out any seeds that don't serve you well. Feeling them leave your body and enter back into the earth that has no judgment. Something magical in the grounding between our bodies and the earth. Letting the earth receive all the seeds. Relaxing your right wrist and your right fingers. One more breath. And coming back to center, We'll bring our feet together in cobbler's pose. This might be enough right here, or you might wish to just very, very gently micro movements, butterfly your knees. But check in with your hips. There should be no pain in yoga. So see how this feels. And if this doesn't feel really good, then choose stillness. Pull up through the top of the spine. And our affirmation for today is, I am in perfect harmony. Inhaling and thinking those thoughts to yourself if they resonate with you. I am in harmony. Let that wash over your whole body, from crown down through your whole physical form into your feet. Now you can bring one foot in. So we'll be in seated posture. Just for a moment, I want to introduce something that I learned in a class that I really, really like. This can be helpful if you're feeling tension, anxiety, anger, any types of seeds that come up that you wish to try to bring a little bit of harmony to. So back to the idea of the five, we have 5 fingers on each hand. And this you can do with just 5 fingers, or you can continue and do all 10 based on the moment. And the beauty of it is no one will even know that you're doing it. It's very powerful. So take a deep inhale and imagine that a seed is coming up for you. Maybe there is already one here. Any seed that you wish to let go, let pass through your body. And what you can do with your 5 fingers is you can take your right hand to start and take your left pointer finger and just gently find the edge of where your thumb meets your wrist. And as you inhale, trace up the thumb. So I'll come a little closer and show this. What we're going to do is inhale up the finger and exhale down the finger. And we're going to go as slowly as possible, essentially tracing the curves of the fingers. And this is really lovely for reducing anxiety, but you could use it for any seed that isn't serving you. So we'll start at the base of the thumb on the right side and inhale, tracing up the thumb. Exhale, inhaling up the pointer finger. And exhaling down that little valley. And you can pause your breath at the top of the finger and at the base. And up again, inhale up the third now. And exhale. Inhaling and exhaling. Inhale, exhale. And if you wish, you can try it on another occasion and you can actually do both hands. Let's just pause for a moment and notice how we feel. Very nice. We're going to cross our hands over our knees, and you can switch where your feet are if you wish. And start to draw in and curling, and then inhaling, come forward, raising your chin slightly. So this is a seated version of cat-cow, which is nice for days that you don't wish to be on your knees, in case your knees are sensitive. You can still get the beautiful motion of cat-cow. And the flexing of the spine, the harmonizing of the breath. And let's come to stillness and place our right hand next to our body and inhale with the left arm and start to tip and reach, extending over to the right, opening up through the left ribs. Inhaling, letting the left arm come down to the ground and raising up with the left. And reaching over to the left side. Deep harmonizing breaths, feeling the right ribs opening. Imagining you are that beautiful seed of happiness as you reach and stretch across towards the light. These are the little seeds within you that wish to be watered. Very nice. And we'll come around and onto our knees for just a moment. We're going to push ourselves up into our downward facing dog, if this is accessible to you. If not, come to standing and find a wall or a chair. And let's try your downward facing dog, taking a little bit of pressure off of your shoulders and your wrists. So some days this might feel much better to you. And try not to lock your knees, so you can always widen your stance as well. A windowsill can be excellent for this. And back of a chair. And wherever you are, notice your feet connecting to the earth. And open the channels of your upper back. And now we're going to start to come forward so that we're in standing forward fold. And bring your right hand in front of your face and lift your left arm up to the sky. Your knees can be generously bent. And maybe you wish to straighten your left leg slightly and bend through the right, adding a little bit of hamstring stretch. And now let your left arm find the ground and your right leg starts to straighten a little bit more, reaching with your breath up to the sky. Let's do that once more. So right hand comes down to the ground. Left leg starts to straighten just a little bit. Relax your jaws. Relax your gaze. Left hand finds the ground and the right hand comes up. Right leg straightens just so slightly. And now both hands find the ground. And this time we're going to do a little chair pose. So on our way up, we'll do more with this, but on our way up, see if you can bend your knees and lift your toes and raise your hands up. So we're strengthening, feeling a little heat. And now let your hands come down to the ground. Halfway lift and fold. This time you can pitter-patter your hands until they find your knees and scoop to come up to standing. Powerful pose, Tadasana. Open your toes so you're leaning slightly back on your heels. And now let all of your toes find the ground. And rock forward and backwards slightly, finding your strong footing with your feet. Feeling that grounding and harmonizing through the feet. Now open your finger pads so that your hands are open and strong. Powerful pose. Shoulders are back and down. Gaze is soft. Lift through the crown of your head. And notice how you feel. Can you feel the strength in your body? We're going to sweep up, reaching up to the sky, letting our hands come down to Anjali Mudra as we invite. We'll do 5 sun salutations, and we'll do half suns to start. So we'll sweep up, slight back bend, and open your arms and fold forward. Knees can be bent. Now straighten your legs and halfway lift, elongating through the crown of the head, and fold, releasing your breath, sweeping up, reaching up to the sky, and your hands come down in Anjali Mudra in front of your heart. Again, reach up, let your breath move your body, fold, halfway lift, and fold, sweeping up. Hands come down to the heart. Again, reaching up and opening, folding down. Halfway lift, inhale, and fold. Sweeping up. 2 more times. Hands come down to the heart. Inhale, extend, and flow down. Halfway lift, inhale, and fold. Sweeping up. Hands to the heart. And again, sweeping up and fold. Harmonizing your body. Halfway lift and fold. And sweeping up. I think that's 5, but I kind of lost count as I got into the breath work. Let's shake that out. And we're going to do a little fun motion, which reminds me of an elephant, but I've shown you this before. So step your right foot back and your right foot back and your left foot forward. So we have our left leg is starting to be bent, and we're going to just create elephant arms that kind of come up with our breath and down. And your knees can enjoy the motion as well. You'll feel stretching through the Achilles. And do this to your own body's rhythm. And then step your right foot forward. Shake that leg out. And we'll reverse. So bringing the left foot back. And it doesn't matter again which arm you start with. So just engaging the arms. This reminds me of an elephant trunk. You might wobble and lose your balance a little bit. This should definitely bring a smile. So if you didn't feel like you could smile earlier, you might be in full-fledged laughter at the silliness. A few more. And step forward. Very good. And we'll do one more of the Utkatasana, but this time we're going to add a little motion into it. So this is our chair pose. So to start, we're going to sit down and back. Again, feeling the strength. Lift your toes, make sure you can see your toes. And you're balancing more on your heels. And raise your hands up with your inhale. And now press your arms down and come onto your toes. So a little heat building here, reaching up and then sitting back, raising onto your toes. One more. You should really be feeling it, and then raising on your toes. And this time, as you come up, broaden your legs and let all of that go. And for our harmonizing balance today, we will do dancer. So dancer we did recently, and you may want to have a wall or something to hold on to, like a chair nearby. And you can do whatever feels best for you. So you may not want to go into full dancer. Maybe you just do part of it. So we'll start by grounding on the left leg and raising up the right foot, catching the right foot in your right hand. And right here, maybe you're feeling a wonderful stretch through your quadricep muscles. And this might be where you wish to stay. Or maybe you start to bend the left knee slightly and you start to extend the right leg. And maybe you wish to also engage the left hand. And let your thumb find any one of the fingertips. Let it choose which fingertip it finds. Each thumb to fingertip represents a different element. Let your thumb choose. Maybe it's finding the earth element or water. And when you're ready, come out of dancer. And we will do that again on the other side. So find your grounding on your right foot. And the left foot now will come up. We can start with stretching through the quadricep muscle. And if you wish, you can start to hinge forward, bending the right knee slightly and pressing out through the left foot. And then reaching out with the right arm, and again, letting your fingertip find the tip of the thumb. Finding your beautiful dancer, harmonized to your body and breath rhythm. Harmonizing to your own music, no one else's. And now, release that. Very nice. And you're going to bring your feet as wide as you wish. And bring your hands to your waist. And unlock the knees. And start to hinge forward into wide-legged forward fold. When you get to the halfway point, pause for a moment and feel the stretch through the backs of the feet, the sides of the feet, the hamstring muscles, And now let your hands find the ground in front of you. And let your head come forward. And over time, you might find your legs choose to come a little wider. And maybe over time, your head starts to find the earth. Or maybe it feels really good to just balance on your hands. Breathing into the sensation in your body. Let your left hand come in front of your face and raise your right arm to the sky. And now let your right arm come down. And with your breath, raising your left arm. And let your left arm come down. And again, raising the right arm. And exhaling down. Raising the left. And letting that come down. Walk your hands forward. And now you're in a downward dog, but wide-legged. And you'll notice that you'll feel a lot more sensation in your legs with a wide-legged downward dog. And a lot less pressure in your shoulders and wrists. So this is also an option. And we'll come back in. We're going to do some skandasana. So you can heel toe in slightly, but start to bend over to the right side. Coming up now so that we're leaning into the right side. And let's just for a moment now lean to the left. So left knee is bent. And now right knee is bent. And we're low to the ground. And if you wish, this next time you can also engage the arm. So when we lean to the right, we're going to reach with the left arm. And then when we lean to the left, we're going to reach with the right arm close to the ears. And see if you can make this your own body harmonic movement. In whatever way your body wishes to dance and stretch. Watering the seeds of happiness and contentment. Watering seeds of gratitude for this moment and the beauty of this day. Until you come all the way up. And we'll heel toe our feet in and end with coming down to our backs. So come to the front of your mat space and however you wish to come down. So I'm going to come down into a malasana pose. This is a wonderful grounding pose where we're on our feet and our knees are wide and our elbows can be pressing our knees open. And then our hands can come down behind us, and we're going to do a little of that rolling that we did at the beginning, but with the intention that we're going to roll out any of the seeds that we don't wish to water, anything that is non-harmonizing. I'm going to roll that out until I come to stillness on my back. And then I'll bring my knees into my chest. And let your knees open and roll ever so slightly. And I'll give two options here. So you can do a happy baby, which would be reaching for the inner soles of your feet and maybe pressing your legs up to the sky, pressing the sacrum, the lower back area, down towards the ground. Or another option is maybe you wish to have your elbows like tripods and you wish to open your legs up to the sky. Both are opening the hips. Notice where you're clenching and gripping. And ask your body, where can I soften? Where can I find harmony? And now bring your knees into your chest and wrap your arms, if you can, around your knees again. I love what my body can do for me. The hardest part was showing up, and everything that you did during our practice together was loving kindness for your body. Remembering our affirmation, I am in harmony. And one last spinal twist, reaching our arms out to the sides. You can let your knees fall to the right and your gaze fall to the left. In today's practice, we did several spinal twists. And some strengthening in our legs. And lots of stretching of the hamstrings and hips. And notice how you feel now. Can you invoke something specifically that you feel gratitude for? I feel grateful for the beautiful bird song that I can hear while I practice yoga with you, my friends. And now bring your knees back to the center And let them fall over to the left, looking over your right shoulder. Deep, nourishing breaths. Relaxing your eyes, relaxing your right shoulder, relaxing your hands, relaxing your right hip and your toes. And as you come back to the center, taking a moment to create a very nourishing spot for yourself. Harmony is a beautiful balance between mind, body, and soul, measured in peaceful moments. This quote is from Melanie Caloris, who is an inspirational stay-at-home mom from Massachusetts. Start to find your Shavasana, maybe placing a pillow beneath your knees. You can lay down on your back. And maybe you wish to cover your body with a blanket in case you're cooling down. And let your body melt into the earth, feeling the earth cradling you. And I have a short reading from the book Awakening of the Heart. Here is a gatha. Breathing in, I calm my body. Breathing out, I smile. Dwelling in the present moment, I know this is a beautiful moment. The first thing is to harmonize our breathing. Our in-breath and our out-breath should flow smoothly and lightly. When our breath is harmonious, our bodies are also. Let our breath flow smoothly, like a small stream of water running down fine sand into the ocean. When we breathe in, we feel the breath entering our bodies and calming all the cells of our bodies. And when you're ready, you can start to roll to one side, enjoying the harmony and beauty of this moment, enjoying the peaceful seeds you have watered in your body and your soul. And I'll close with 2 sounds of the bell and then share with you a brief quote from Gandhi. Happiness is when what you think, what you say, and what you do are in harmony. By Gandhi. And I thank you for this beautiful practice together. And may you go on your days in harmony. Namaste.